All right, welcome to another man's point of view. I am the Space Luchador, and today I got a video for you. Hopefully, short one. But anyway, there's controversy in the internet, right? We got Andrew Schulz, comedian, has a podcast of his own, right, with his little homies, right? They yes men, right? But anyways, that's not about me talking trash. So anyways, this one dude goes on there, right? And they bring up the topic of fresh and fit, right? Now, uh, Andrew Schultz and friends, right, then proceed to laugh at whatever's going on with fresh and fit, right? So anyways, I got this short video here because I'm lazy. I'm using the video of another dude that's also talking about the same thing, but I only need you to see this clip, and then I'm gonna show you why I'm interested in this and why you should be interested in this too, right? Not the beef itself. But anyways, I'll explain right now.
No, but tell us, so what's going on? Like, are they still, but they're still doing the
I
pod?
still doing the pod, man.
That's
You know,
fire,
they
bro.
got some different monetization strategies.
What else are they working on? What's their different monetization
Yo,
strategies?
what's up with y'all, man?
Yo, what's their different monetization strategies?
Nah, hold on, man. I don't like how y'all. I feel like y'all been
You
bringing
brought them up. I ain't bring them up. You
I
brought
did.
them up.
Y'all-
Don't be
I-
upsetting us
Y'all
for shit you
giggling
bring
like
up.
y'all praying on my man's downfall.
Preying on downfall.
Preying?
You asked me if we watched their podcast. I'm a 40-year-old man who's happy. Why would I watch that podcast?
Bro,
Oh, shit! And there it is. Now, plenty of people have done videos on who's right, who's wrong, why you shouldn't laugh at their monetization and tragedies, whatever, and why Fresh and Fit fell off, and why they're popular, whatever. I'm not interested in that at all. I'm interested, right? Because I've said before, right? They are actually wrong, right? Both of them. Both Andrew Schulz and, right, and friends, and Fresh and Fit themselves. They're wrong. They're going about this all wrong. Now, this is the point. As you can see there, one of Andrew Schultz's friends there says, why would I listen to him? I'm married, 4 years old, or whatever. And that's the key word right there. I'm married and happy, right? And the other friends, right, also go on to say they're also married and happy, or old, right? Whichever comes first.
I only watch it when I'm fighting with my wife. I'll be like, these guys get me. These guys understand, bro. They understand women.
4 days every month that I watch that shit.
Yo,
4 days every
On
month.
the red days. On the red days, you
Red
got
day, I'm red pill.
No, but for real, can you still watch it? Do they have their own website, or how do
Bro,
you
it's
watch
on
the
YouTube
pod?
still. What do you think it's at?
I thought the podcast got taken off YouTube.
No, got demonetized.
Anyways, while that is funny, right? Notice one of the other guys is like, well, on red day, right? On red day, I'm red pill, right? Now, here's the point. What I'm saying is that there is a lot of guys out there, right? Married men, right? Or guys with women, right? That have successful quote unquote relationship, think this way, right? Well, while it is true that guys do look for the red pill content and relationship expert stuff, and going your own way and all these tips and tricks once everything went down the shitter. However, this is the point of my video, right? It's that there's this little cycle, right, of guys that think they're successful, right, have this idea, this premise that it cannot happen to them, right, that they're special somehow, which that would be these guys, right, because they're older and married, think that that's it, right? I don't need to see any of this stuff. Now, I'm not saying to go to Fresh and Fit. They are not by any means the ones to go to for this kind of stuff. I dare say I'm the one to go for that kind of stuff, right? For this information, this knowledge that I am obviously offering to you, right? So anyways, not to get sidetracked, right? The point is that the reason you end up, or your relationship ends up in the shitter, is because you refuse to see the signs and you refuse to listen, right? to all the red flags and all the signs and everything that your relationship's going right down the shitter. And sometimes you cause it yourself by no actual, what is it, fault of your own, right? But rather because you don't know what you're doing. You're just there and you think it's successful and you think it'll never happen to you, right? But sadly, it's like being, robbed in the streets, right? Or attacked or something, right? Like everybody thinks, well, it can never happen to me, so why should I prepare? Right? Why should I worry? Hell, it's not even in your mind, right? No reason to. Right? However, right, you can just basically, I'll give you this example. It's a dumb example, but it's an example nonetheless, right? It's like somebody takes a job, right? I'm going to be a cashier at a liquor store. Right now, how we all know liquor stores happen to be targets to getting robbed, right? Robbed up the bazoogo, right? So, you can go in there and obviously feel, comfortable and stuff because you can think, well, it'll never happen to me. It's a safe spot, right? Safe place, right? This can't happen to me. And long and behold, right? If you do it long enough, right? It's only a numbers game. Now, it may not be as serious as other things, and you might even survive, yes. But what if you don't, right? What if, right, because you weren't prepared, it's catastrophic, changes your life just like that. Now that I call the force-fed red pill, right? But anyways, that's the whole point. I don't want to make the video too damn long. I just want to show you the difference between one of the rules, right? One of the things is that you think it can never happen to you. You think you're special. You think your girl's special. You think, well, my girl. See, I talk to her and she talks to me. We communicate. Only you believe that. Now, what makes you or your girl any different from any other girl, right? Well, because you think it's your girl. Right? That's why, because you think you're special. You think it can't happen to you. You think you're in a successful marriage, all of a sudden, boom, hits you. And it always hits you when you least expect it. Now, there's a reason for that. This is where I lose a lot of people, right? Because they're like, well, this can't be calculated. I'm not saying it's literally calculated to a T, even though I am. But I'm saying there's a reason they choose exactly at your lowest point. Now, that alone, right? That alone is brain food for you, right? I'm keep making you think for a second. Why do they hit you when you're down? Why do they kick you when you're down? Why do they choose your lowest point? Right? Why? Now, there's two ways to see it, right? And we can debate, right? There's two ways to see it. One, they do it because it is your lowest point. So, this is a chance, right? This is the opportunity to take your ass out. Boom. Just like that. Your lowest point. When you're right about to bite the dust. That's it. They'll lay the final elbow on your sorry ass and you're done. Your life bar is done. Right? And then there's the other way to see it. Right? They do this because you let your sorry ass fall to the lowest point. The ship is sinking. That's what I've been saying. Right? The ship is sinking. So yes, it seems like a coincidence, right? That they just happen to lay that final elbow in your ass because you're at your lowest point. But no, what I'm telling you is that they do this because they held on to your sorry ass for all this time as you've been sinking, right? The damn ship's been taking water all along, and they don't see you reacting to it, so they give you the hero's death, right? Yeah, that's right. The sword right in between the neck, right? Blah. They sit hoping that you be eliminated just like that and put your ass right out of your misery. However, as it is with some things, you survive. Right? You survive this traumatic thing, and now you're in it, right? Searching for all this crap and all this content, which is my point. All these guys laugh about it right now, haha, he, right? But other than Mr. Andrew Schulz here, they're all yes men, right? They're all there, haha, he, right? But you can see Mr. Andrew Schulz is the guy, which is why he acts the way he acts in his podcast, right? Because he thinks he's the shit, right? And he's the one leading the pack, right? But that's the point. Everybody obviously is going to agree, oh, that ha ha ha, and he, up until it happens to your sorry ass, right? And there you go. The cycle turns right around, and now you're sitting there, like, searching for all the manhood content and how to better yourself and how to overcome a relationship and how to survive this and that, no contact rule and red pill, blue pill, white pill, right? Before you know what you're doing, a no fab, right? Go down that damn rabbit hole, right? Now you're sitting there trying to go back to the gym, right? Now you finally had this big epiphany, right? Now it's time for you to become better and greater and faster, stronger, and all this. And all this for what? Right? All this for what? Because you were thrown right back in the ocean, and it's sink or swim. So out of desperation, everybody does the same thing. It's my point, right? That's my point. So anyways, I don't want to really, again, attack or, because everybody knows what I think, right? If you've seen my videos, you know what I think about Fresh and Fit, right? And every other red pill and manosphere thing. I kind of stopped doing those videos because there's no point, right? There's no point. They're popular and that's it, right? That's what people want. Go ahead. When you're ready for the answers in the true, right? The true way it works, and you're ready to finally become a man, then you can come on over to my channel and I'll show you, right? I'll show you. And I know it's complicated. I know it is. And I know how I come across. Come across as an asshole. I know. Bad guy. I know. Right? Full of myself. I know. But all this stuff that I come across. Maybe I'm not a good, right, what is it? A good cover of a book. But trust me, the knowledge is here. And that's the point, right? You must understand that not because you're married means you should let yourself become complacent, right? Because that's what happens. You become complacent. You become, well, I already won the race. Only you didn't, right? Here's the thing. Right? I'm going to use this quick analogy, right? Championship belt, right? Now you can think of your wife or your girl as a championship belt. You win the championship belt. You don't just hang it up on the wall, right? And sit your ass down and go, I'm the greatest ever. I'm the GOAT. Right? And that's it. No. You have now become a target, right? That's the way you got to see it. Now you must defend the belt, right? Can we agree on that at the very least, right? Now, what is the way to lose that belt immediately, right? What's the best and shittiest way, I would even say? The shittiest way to lose your championship belt is by literally, right, being stripped of it. That's it. You didn't defend it. You weren't a good champ, right? They just took it. Why? Inactivity, right? So there you go. I'll end with that. That's universal for you, right? You must understand. Inactivity, right? You are the champ. You say you're the champ. You quack like the champ, right? You walk like the champ, but you taste like crow, right? Once they cook your sorry ass. So you are what you taste like, basically, right? That was a shitty analogy, but you get the point, right? There it is. Pretty simple, right? You get the belt. Don't be complacent. That's it. That's all I'll say about this internet stuff with Fresh and Fit podcast and Andrew Schulz podcast, and how, what I will say this about this stuff is that, be it Joe Rogan or Peterson or what is it, Shapiro or Crowder or all of the millions of podcasts out there today, right? They all have one thing in common at some point or another. And what is this? This topic here. Manhood. Problem with men. Women. Relationships. It's all in the middle of it. Whether it's a political show, a comedy show, a shits and giggles show, right? Just a regular interview podcast. It all comes right back to this. Now, why is that? Right? Well, because I'm telling you, this is the biggest problem of the United States today, right? As a matter of fact, of the world. It's all connected, right? Right down from UFC to music to pop culture to politics to the laws, all of it. It all comes down to the problem we face today, right? And that is the pacification of men, right? And I'm not against women, but the push of women, as it seems, it's not a push for them. It's the pacification of men. You see, as you set the bar low, right, and set it down even lower, right, everything else starts looking like, oh shit, well, they're on top, so they must be being pushed. No, it just means the bar is lower. And as it gets lower, all this other crap becomes, right, or let's put it this way, everything, right, needs to be replaced by something. Right? So when you remove the men, right, you set the bar lower. It just makes easy for everything, to take over. It's that simple. And then you got women, right, going on there crying. Where's all the men? Right? Where's all the real men? It's that simple, right? They cry in masses. Like, well, where's all the men gone? Right? Now that they're, all right, neck deep in shit, now it's like, oh, well, where's the men? Right? What's wrong with? But now you got women going on there, right? Talking about the same thing. Pacification of men. Now, don't think because you got the greatest tool in the world in between your legs, you think you're now the man. You're not. That just means you got the greatest tool in the world in between your legs, and you must learn to use it. That's what I've been saying all along. You must learn to use it. Now, don't get offended because I'm saying it like that. Don't get offended. I'm just telling you. Just because you have it don't mean you know how to wield it. Right? And not only that, but believe it or not, comes with a lot of responsibility, right? And duty, right? And commitment and all sorts of stuff. And yes, even a dumbass can wield it, right? Use it, but don't mean you're good at it, right? You can use it. Get lucky here and there, right? Strike people down with it, whatever. But don't mean you're doing it right. Long run, it will come back to bite your ass. Right? But anyways, there you go. So there's that, right? What else? What else can I add to it? Well, I'm gonna get a little bit more specific. I'm working on my set here, so yeah. I'm gonna answer a couple of questions for the next one. Got some emails gotta answer. Simple question. A lot of you guys, for some reason, seem to love single mom stuff, right? Again, I got plenty of those. You want single mom horror stories? I'm gonna go ahead and give you one. Some of these are sick, right? And I don't mean sick in like sick, but I mean like sick, wicked, right? Stuff you wouldn't even believe, right? Some of this stuff is funny, right? Funny ass stories to horror stories to, but I will show you the connection and how basically you kind of set yourself up for that one. I've been victim of it myself, right? But anyways, it's a learning experience, right? If anything, you should take it like that. Learning experience, right? Once you get good enough, then you'll be like, oh shit, well, I've been in this level before. I can pass it this time. Then you get cocky, right? Then before you know it, where's part 2 of this game, right? I need part 3. Crazier bosses, crazier, no cheat codes. Let's do it on what is this, speed run? So there you go. Become that good. That's good. That's how it works. So, anyways, share, like, subscribe. Working on new surprises for 2024. I think you guys might like it. A little more. I don't know. It's gonna be a show of next level, right? I don't want to promise too damn much because if I fall short and then right, I feel kind of like I take a big ass L all by myself. I'm my biggest critic, believe it or not. But anyway, there you go. I'll see you on the next Man's Point of View.